Ayo! So today I'm going to show you some behind the scenes to horses because if you don't know me personally, you're not going to know anything about the behind the scenes because I've just never released any of this stuff. So I realized that was wrong of me and it's time for me to release some behind the scenes stuff. So first I'm just going to talk about how I create the horses individually. So the horses started on Keynote, which is just a slideshow program on Macs that we had because of the school. But after high school, I lost that, so then I moved to Google Slides, which has its up and downs. Um, so unfortunately, I can't show you exactly how I made dog and horses, like piece by piece, but I can show you basically how I did it. So I'm going to start with SW because I made him basically the same way I made horses. So there's a couple ways. I'm just going to move Nurse out of the way real quick. So there's a couple ways to make SW. So basically, SW is broken up into parts. So you can go up here. You can either use a line tool or a polyline tool for SW. So I'm going to start with just a line. So you can see here, I'm going to make a leg real quick. Um, it's going to be very, very thrown together. Usually I take a little more time. So there you go, you got a leg. And let's say, so SW stomach is straight. So I'm going to use the polyline tool, which is basically the same thing as a line, but it will connect your lines. So it's just harder to get more, if you're looking for something specific, the polyline might be a little harder to mess with. But vice versa, the line tool might be hard to mess with too. Because this is what I kind of don't like about Google Docs, Google Drive, Google Slides, as far as just pieces go. You see all those red lines, they're trying to like auto place where you want it. But with horses, there's so much just you want to do freehand, it just doesn't allow you to. So that's a little annoying. So there's pros and cons to what tools you use basically. So as you can see, he's curved right there. So then you can just use the curve tool and then make a tail kind of like his. And we'll just make horses real quick for fun. I don't have enough room. So, okay, that's what he looks like right now. So there you go. Ah, that's terrible. He's an abomination. So, and you can also double click the curve or the polyline after to like adjust it. In case you're like, wow, that was so close to being something half decent. I want to salvage it. I could see me using him. So then you could just add an eye. I guess he has a square eye because that's what I clicked. Um, so yeah, there you go. That's literally how I made SW. So you can see, you can slide him apart to break him up into pieces like that. His hair is a bunch of pieces too. So is his cigarette. Um, so basically, if you also make with like a curve tool, the way I made his hair is you just do that. If it connects, then you can color it in, and if it doesn't connect, you can't color it in. So if you're trying to make your own horses, keep that in mind. So that's basically how I made SW and horses. They're made the same way, just in different programs. So now on to Nurse. Actually, I'll do Roger first because that's how I made Dog. So bye bye. Uh, so aside from the mane and the eye, which the mane is just made from the polyline tool, and the eye is just a circle. Aside from those two, because Dog doesn't have those, Roger's made 100% out of the polyline. So just like that. That's how you make it out of a polyline. And the only problem with sticking to just the polyline is it's hard to give them, it's hard to make them look more unique from each other. Like he's decently unique, but they all kind of look the same at a certain point. So it takes a lot more work for them to be unique. Some uniqueness can come from the manes or the eyes or whatever. And as you can see here, we can completely fill them in. So you can be purple if you want. Roger, same. Can be yellow, whatever. So now I'm going to get to how I make Nurse. So that, by the way, that's exactly how I made Dog. Use just one continuous flow. Horses is broken down into parts. Um, so I'm going to do something cursed, and I'm going to get rid of Nurse's scrubs. She'll look completely naked, but it's so fine. Like literally, if she just wasn't drawn with the scrubs, it would look fine. But since she wasn't, it looks so not fine. Um, so she was made similarly to Roger, but it was made exclusively with a curve tool. So, oop, wow, I made a horse right there, and you can color him in just like the other one. So she's a weird color green, and then her hat, her mane, blah blah blah. It's all separate. Um, so yeah, she's made the same exact way as Dog, just curves basically, and SW is just a combination of curves and straight edges. Now Bartholomew was made the most unique way. I thought he was made one way, and then I click on his file right here, or whatever you want to call it, and I realized, whoa, I just made two of her. I made two of him too. Whoa, get rid of that. I realized how complexly he was made. So basically, the Screaming Hedgehog made Bartholomew, um, which was the first horse he's made, by the way. And he looked like an abomination. So I said, Josh, get rid of that, make it a new one. So let me show you what Josh made. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. He made Bartholomew so he could stand up. Let me just. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna. Let me just break that down for you real quick. Josh made this motherfucker like that. And I'm sorry if you like that design, but I can just tell you. But by the way, I don't know if you can hear that. It's pretty loud to me. My heater just makes sounds sometimes. Ignore that. Um, but I'm sorry if you like this design, but I think it's a complete abomination. And that was never gonna be a part of Horses. Not looking like that. No way. Sorry to any OG Bartholomew design stands out there. So you can kind of tell what I did. I literally put a white square over the two legs and said, so yeah, I looked at that and I was like, he's not all bad. Cover that, then give him real legs and then we'll talk. So he did, and we put the grass there because he looked like he should be eating grass or something. So bam, Bartholomew was born. So he was also made with a scribble, which is just like using a pencil. That's completely free-handed. So you can make any kind of horse you want. Probably the big problem with this, which is fine because you can just Photoshop shit later. Oh, he's a lumpy one. Is you can't fill them in, like you can't make a motherfucker orange and drive slides. I mean, so but it's a good tool, and you can see his tail, his mane, and his eyes are all separate. Wow, that's a little disturbing. So there you go. That's Bartholomew. Demons are made really simply. Literally, they're all just shapes. Shapes you can find right here. I think like this one right here, and these legs are all unique. But aside from that, they're all just shapes you can find. And his eyes might be unique too, and his smile is just a curve, a couple curves and some lines. So demons are pretty simply made as well. They're just fucking shapes. So as to how I make the actual thing, everything besides the audio is done in Google Slides. I need some water. This water's empty, almost. We're gonna call that good for now. So basically, excuse me, I'm a little sick. How do I make him move and shit? So okay, so we got two characters right here. Let's have them talk. Actually, let's have him move first. So let's start Dog off screen. So you can't see it because I'm kind of cutting it off. But this line right here at the very edge, that will not be shown. So anything off, like that little bit of dog noise right there, that will not be shown. That tail, that whole entire dog right there will not be shown. Only if it's on the white will it be shown. What did I just do? Alright, so I'll show you how I move the characters. So, you got this first slide, you're only going to see horses. Oops. And then I Control C, Control V, drag dog in a little bit. Control C, Control V, drag dog, etc. Whoops. Etc. Etc. Until he's where you want it. Now let's add some dialogue. So dog's gonna be like, hey, can I borrow $5? And if it's dialogue, you want to have 2 frames of dialogue. I'll get into why later. So, and then just copy and paste, drag it over. No, I need, and usually we don't like them capital, so we just have to press back after you press space. It's a little annoying because it auto caps or whatever. No, I need money for sour cream. Sour cream is very important. So then you copy and paste, and if I'm going back to dog saying something, I see over here, I'm going to click that one. So the text box is already above his head. And he's going to say, rats. And then, can I have a little sour cream? Then I go back, copy that one. Okay. So there you go. And make sure all the text is 2 slides. And that's literally how you make horses. And you can tell from the movie, it's literally all slide by slide. Yeah, I'm just going to go up here so I want to see some action. So yeah, you literally move them 1 slide at a time. Just like that. And you might be thinking, wow, that must take a lot of slides. You're right. This is not the entire movie, and it's almost 3,000 slides long. And we'll never know how long the actual movie is because, hey, look, you can watch it backwards. Because, wow, he gave him lollipops. That was so nice. I just magically lost the other Google Docs. I had the rest of the movie on it too. We'll never see the rest of that, but that's fine because it's already up. So yeah, that's how you make horses. Just 1 freaking frame at a time. Now how do I add the audio, you might be wondering? Well, so what I did on Keynote was there's a way to export the slideshow as a video, and each slide would be a frame. Hence why each dialogue is 2 frames. So it's to give your audience enough time to read each slide, hopefully. And if there's more text on the screen, just make it 3, 4 frames, whatever you gotta do. And that's why each moving is just 1 frame, because it's just 1 second. So I used to just export it as a movie, slap the audio in there, all done. So when I moved on to Google Docs, what I did for the movie was, because there's no way to do that, you can't just export it as a video. What I did was I clicked just present up here. Oh, you can see that, yeah. And then I don't want %. My second screen went away. It's back. I just saw stop recording, and I thought it said start recording, and I was like, no, God. So actually, you have to like export it or something. I think you. How do I do it? There's a way to like just export it. You don't click present, but you share it to like or publish to web. That's what it is. And then you can auto advance slide every second. That's what I did. And I just click, and I have a couple of frames in the beginning to give me enough time to like get everything fine and underway or whatever. So then you just go there, copy and paste, and then I full screen it, and then voila, voila! Look at that! What a wild episode of Horses that was! Wow, that was part 4.0. So that's how you do it. So that's how I did. I recorded the screen while that was going. But the problem to that was, I don't know if it showed up there. My head's blocking it anyway. Sometimes there's a little loading sign that pops up in the bottom left, and it pops up pretty frequently. So in the movie, I wanted to hide it because in the uh, slow-paced animation that I do, a little green pop-up in the corner is pretty noticeable pretty quickly. So I tried to hide it. For the most part, it worked. Some parts I just missed, or I think I exported the wrong version actually. But whatever. So basically that doesn't work as well as I want it to. So what I do now is, because there's no way to export um, the entire thing as a JPEG or PNG, whatever, you only do one slide at a time. So what I figured out was I download the entire thing as a PDF, which I thought it was going to ask me. I can't even cancel. And then I found a PDF to JPEG converter, and then so I download all the pictures. I use that, and obviously, and I download all the pictures into a zip file on my computer. And I drag the zip file into Premiere, and then I add audio. Then it's done. And I found a preset on Premiere that lets every picture import at 1 second. So that was a really handy preset that saves a lot of time. So yeah, I'll do steps. Make the thing, download as PDF, find a converter, PDF to JPEG. If you're going to do it in Adobe, there's a way to make it so there's a preset of each picture goes in at 1 second in length. And then drag the pictures onto Adobe, add audio. All the audio is done from the first part, all the nays and the chakalaka, I guess. They've all been the same since the first part. The only thing I couldn't find was the female neigh with no music in the background, which is why Nurse sounds so freaking weird. I think I fix it going forward. Not with Nurse, because that's just her voice now. But I think other female horses have a better neigh. I can't remember though. I think so actually. So, and all the demons were just my voice. So yeah, that's basically how I make horses. I wanted to save this video for a contest. I was gonna be like, ooh, best horse submission mix into an episode, but like, I already know who's basically gonna make a submission, and there's no point in it right now. I need more fans if we're gonna have a contest, which I still want to do. So I'll just link it to this video if there's a contest in the future. In the meantime, follow my Twitter. There's a lot of horses news there. Best horses updates in the world. My Twitter. Send me some fan art. I retweet that shit, yo. Send me that fan art. Kind of want to make a. I kind of want to flesh this out. Can I have a little sour cream? Okay. I'm just gonna make something real quick. This is an exclusive part for this and this only. You say okay. But you gotta show me your best moves. This is straight up how it's created. So basically, I have like plot points I want to hit in my head, and I just sit there. I'm like, all right, what do I do next? And in this case, he's gonna dance. So he's gonna be like, you got it, and he's gonna boop, and he's gonna be all like, boop. 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 And then he's gonna be all like, was that good? Oops, I'm always too lazy to scroll to drag the text over. I always just find the old one that has text above it. But was that going to be like, yeah, let's go get that sour cream. And then they're gonna go get the sour cream, so if you want them to turn, you just right click, rotate horizontally. And then he can be like, what's wrong with you. And then I'm gonna make them smaller. Shift click to keep their positions right. And we're gonna drag nurse in there. I'm gonna get rid of her hat. Because it's contradicting to why she's orange. If she was a fucking doctor, she would fix it. Yeah, there we go. But they're way too close together, so I'm gonna cut dog's butt out of there, and I want her butt in there a little more. I am a different color than previously, and you gotta think, like, how do I misspell this word? You really gotta think hard. I can probably misspell color better. Now what does he say? Sorry, I'm in a weird position. The laptop keeps doing that. I am not. It's I just think of shit on the fly, so this is like literally how it'd go, and then they're not gonna say anything. Gonna have an awkward silence. It's gonna be like, can you help me get my color back? Oh my god, this is great. I didn't think I was gonna create a real story when I sat down here. This is an exclusive, guys. Yes, I am helpful in this. Yes, I am helpful in this. That's so good. Wait, horses, we can't. And usually I have them like flip mid sentence. Why? Sometimes if it's shorter, you can get away with just doing one slide, but I'm not going to. We need that sour cream. I like this a lot. You are right. Maybe like, sorry, I can't help you. And then she's gonna be all like, oh my god. But I just thought it was picture day is in 17. Picture, yeah, people will figure that out. And I'm gonna add a T in but. You think I can get sour cream, then help you out? And I messed that up by accident, I'll just leave that in. I'm just gonna do that. By the way, this text, I try to make it bigger. I think there's some parts where it's just wicked small, but I'm trying to avoid that now. But this is just for this, so who cares? IDK 17 ain't lot of time. Well, let's find out. Cause I got me that sour cream craven. That's graven, what the fuck? You also can't misspell it too much to where you don't think the audience will understand. So there's gotta be a balance. I mean, you can throw some in there if it's funny enough. And horses, I mean, dog's gonna be like, I'm gonna die with, actually I'm gonna put die there, with without me cream. And then it's going off screen. So we're gonna I'm finna die without me cream. And he's gonna be like, now remember it's me cream, but you can have some. Let's see if I gotta do that twice. I don't know why I'm doing it twice. I have no intentions of fucking animating this. Zero intentions. This is the best you're gonna get for this storyline, for this timeline. This is this is the timeline. Oh my god, I'm not gonna introduce multiple timelines. I'm just not. This is ridiculous. I might. Oh my god, I can do multiple timelines. I didn't even think of that till now. Possibilities are freaking endless, dude. Oh my god. So this is the timeline where, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, this is the timeline where Nurse lives through the movie and she gets a skin disease. or this is the timeline where her skin turns yellow. I don't fucking know. But this is the timeline after the movie though, where she lives and her skin's yellow for some reason. So this is probably the only place that this specific timeline will exist. Now remember it's me, cream, but you can have some. Jeez. He's not like, you don't gotta be so strict about your cream. No, it's not cream cheese. Oh, it's sour cream. Sour cream. No, I'm gonna spell cream here. I don't know why I have that from the beginning. He's gonna be like, I don't know why he's gonna be so mean in this one. Keep that up and you get less sour cream. I'm a genius right now. I kept thinking of great lines. What has gotten in you? What has gotten in you? Into you? You know that kind of saying? And he's gonna be like, not sour cream. He's gonna be like, shit, man. That is really rough, bro. Sorry, dude. I don't know where to go with this. Alright, here's the deal. If you want to see the sour cream story end, if you really want to see this story continue, let me know. Just fucking let me know, dude. I don't know. This video's over. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's still over there.